Growing tensions between China and the U.S. following Nancy Pelosi's diplomatic visit to Taiwan. On his overseas trip, Secretary of State Antony Blinken calling on China to de-escalate.
While in the Philippines, Blinken called on China to reopen dialogue with the U.S. after it cut off talks on a range of issues in response to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's recent visit to Taiwan. The country has also ramped up military drills.
Since their missile launches, Beijing has taken an irresponsible step of a different kind. They shut down 8 different areas where our two countries have been able to work together.
Those areas include climate change, military issues, and drug control efforts. Mark Remillard, ABC News.
Israeli forces carried out airstrikes in Gaza targeting a militant leader today. The latest round of fighting triggered by the arrest this week of a senior Islamic Jihad leader in the West Bank. Attacks Friday by Israeli forces killed 11 people, including a 5-year-old girl. InfoWorld's host Alex Jones ordered to pay millions to a Sandy Hook family at his defamation trial. ABC's Ariel Reshef has details.
Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
A Texas jury punished conspiracy theorist Alex Jones for his lies, ordering him to pay $45.2 million to the family of 6-year-old Jesse Lewis, one of the 20 first graders and 6 staff gunned down at Sandy Hook Elementary. The staggering sum, on top of $4 million in compensatory damages, marks the first time the firebrand host has been found financially responsible for spreading false claims about the country's deadliest school shooting.
Indiana passing a near-total ban on abortions.
The Indiana legislature sent the bill to Republican Governor Eric Holcomb Friday evening, who immediately signed it. The measure includes exceptions to protect the physical life of the mother. Abortions are permitted in cases of rape and incest before 10 weeks after fertilization, and if a fetus is diagnosed with a deadly anomaly.
You're listening to ABC News.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Extreme heat keeping its grip across the country. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is in New England.
The heat advisories have been extended across the Northeast. It'll feel like it'll be in the mid-90s across some of these big cities, and across a huge swath of the plains, the heat advisories continue as well. Heat indices up and over 100 degrees once again. This just making the drought worse across much of America. Nearly half of all Americans experiencing some sort of drought. Here in eastern New England, it's becoming more severe. Boston receiving less than 3 inches of rainfall so far this entire summer.
In Pennsylvania, the cause of a deadly house fire is under investigation. The blaze in the community of Nescopeck killed 10 members of just one family. That house was fully engulfed yesterday when firefighters arrived. One of the volunteer firefighters responding to extinguish that blaze was Harold Baker, a relative of the victims. He says he's lost 2 of his children, 3 grandchildren, as well as 3 in-laws in the fire. Lieutenant Derek Felsman with the Pennsylvania State Police says everyone is taking this tragedy very hard.
Obviously, this is an extensive tragedy for family, our community here in Nescopeck, and for all the first responders at the scene.
The Red Cross also on scene and says it will provide counseling services to the family that was impacted by this blaze, as well as the first responders. This is ABC News.
I was 53, divorced, and ready to get back out there. I was unsure about dating sites, but I signed up for Silver Singles and quickly met Lily.
Mark and Lily rediscovered the romance they deserve on Silver Singles, the secure dating site for 50-plus singles who know what they want.
Lily's a lover of the great outdoors like me, and we instantly connected over it.
If you're like Mark and want to rediscover that feeling, sign up today at silversingles.com/love. That's silversingles.com/love.
I'm Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
It's the time of year to come to NC Tractor for the selection of Massey Ferguson tractors and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. NC Tractor gives fantastic customer service, the best discounts possible, and it's a locally owned business. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue is helping to make outdoor work more enjoyable. Should you have something that you can be proud of for a long time? Massey Ferguson and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Come look them over. 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton. That phone number is 288-0395.
The heat will be on again this afternoon. We're heading into the upper 80s and the lower 90s today. And we have a chance of seeing a few isolated showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms develop this afternoon, mainly across some of our northern counties. By tonight, we're down into the lower 70s with dry conditions around. Look for highs in the upper 80s and the lower 90s tomorrow. There's a chance for a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms again. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
All right, thanks a lot, Peter. Right now, 68 degrees at WCAB. Like the lady said, heat returning tomorrow with a high around 89, heat index 95. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, isolated thunderstorms, a low around 71. Chance of any precipitation increasing to 60%. And then for Monday, partly cloudy, and a high around 90, heat index 96. So it's going to stay toasty. Keep cool as best you can. 68 degrees out there right now. We have these death announcements right now brought to you by Crow's Mortuary Crematory Service.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Henry Neal Castles Sr. passed away August the 4th. Arrangements are incomplete and will be announced by Mcmahon's Funeral Home Cremation Service, serving the family of Henry Neal Castles Sr. James Barry Franklin, 69, of Bostic, passed away Thursday. Arrangements are incomplete and will be announced by Washburn Dorsey Funeral Home Cremation Service for James Barry Franklin. Susan Melissa Maccabee, 45, of Spartanburg, passed away Monday. Survived by her husband Jeffrey Maccabee, daughter Tiffany Suddeth of Waterloo, South Carolina, sons Christopher Burnett and Justin Maccabee, both of Spartanburg, sister Donna Robertson of Boiling Springs, brother David Hamilton of Boiling Springs. Several grandchildren also survive. Graveside service will be held this morning at 11 o'clock, Poplar Springs Baptist Church Cemetery. Family will receive friends at 10 o'clock prior to the service. Eggers Funeral Home, Chesney, serving the family of Susan Melissa Maccabee. Charles Rick Lewis, 68, of Rutherfordton, passed away Wednesday at his home. Involved in the car business since he was 18, from car detailing to buying and selling until retirement. A native of Rutherford County, graduate of R.S. Central, 1972, later in football, baseball. In addition to his mother, Kathleen Lewis, he is survived by his wife, Linda Lewis, one daughter, Haley Lewis, one son, Charles Ricky Lewis Jr., one brother, Robert Lewis. Several grandchildren also survive. Family will receive friends from 2 to 3 p.m. this afternoon, Second Baptist Church in Rutherfordton in the sanctuary. Memorial service will be held at the church 3 o'clock this afternoon. memorials may be made to Hospice of Rutherford County, Mcmahon's funeral home, cremation service serving the family of Charles Rick Lewis. Amber Smith, 27, of Spindale, passed away Monday. A native of Rutherford County, graduate of Rutherford Early College High School, Reach, class of 2012. Worked as a CNA for Cordius Health in Rutherfordton and was of the Baptist faith. Survived by her two sons, Jeanine Kimbrell, Ryland Scott Smith, both of the home. Her mother, Crystal Smith of Lexington, South Carolina. Father, Dusty Smith of Waynesville. Brothers, Jeff Smith. Wife, Maria of Lexington, South Carolina. Dakota Smith. Wife, Marie of Warrenville, South Carolina. Sister, Christina Smith of Warrenville. Grandparents, Reverend Jean and Betty Smith of Forest City. Johnny Downey of Boston. Memorial service, 3 o'clock this afternoon, Harrelson Chapel. Family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service at the funeral home. Memorials may be made to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital for Amber Smith. Harold Dean Swink, 63, Porsford Road, Rutherfordton, passed away Saturday, July 30th, Rutherford Regional Medical Center. A native of Rutherford County, worked for the town of Spindale for many years, past member of Race Path Baptist Church. Survived by his son Richard Swink of Bostick, sisters Helen Shires of Mooresboro, Effie Blackburn of Shelby, Marthel Matheny of the Shiloh community, and a brother Donald Swink and wife Janice of Harris. Also survived by several nieces and nephews. Memorial service, 2 o'clock Sunday, Harrelson Chapel. Family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral Home cremation service, serving the family of Harold Dean Swink. Alan Easley Cato, Ph.D., M.D., 82 of Hillsboro, passed away July 25th. Graduate 1957 from high school, received a scholarship to Duke, where he earned a degree in chemistry in 1961, Ph.D. in biochemistry in 1966, and M.D. in 1969. Completed his residency at North Carolina Memorial Hospital, Chapel Hill. Started his pharmaceutical career at Meade Johnson as a senior physician, principal clinical investigator, Evansville, Indiana. Director of 2 cystic fibrosis clinics, chief of pediatrics, director of the neonatal intensive care unit, 1975. Survived by his wife, Adrian, 3 sons, 3 daughters-in-law, 8 grandchildren, a sister, Barbara. Graveside service will be held at Cool Springs Cemetery in Forest City at a later date. Paget and King Mortuary crematory service, serving the family of Alan Easley Cato. Wanda K. Petty, 70, of Bostick, passed away Monday, Fairhaven, survived by her daughter Jackie Petty of Caroline, a nephew Buddy Perry, and his wife Marie of Caroline. Celebration of life, 11 o'clock Saturday, August the 13th at Plainview Baptist Church. Washburn Dorsey Funeral Home cremation service, serving the family of Wanda K. Petty. Lewis Hamrick, 90, of Rutherfordton, passed away Sunday, July the 10th. Member of First United Methodist Church in Rutherfordton, graduate from Gardner-Webb University and Limestone College, U.S. Air Force veteran of the Korean War. Member of the Masonic Lodge 91 in Rutherfordton, also a member of the Asheville, York, and Scottish Rites bodies. Retired as a claim manager from Aetna Life and Casualty, former Rutherford County Commissioner. Survived by one daughter, Summer Williams, and husband Stephen of Ohio, one son, William Bill Lewis Hamrick Jr., and wife Susan of Pennsylvania, 3 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren. Memorial service, First United Methodist Church in Rutherfordton, 10 o'clock Saturday morning, August the 20th. Burial, memorial garden in the church. Memorials may be made to First United Methodist Church in Rutherfordton, Mcmahon's Funeral Home, cremation service serving the family of Lewis Hamrick. Reverend Dr. Phil Dunford passed away July the 8th. Survived by 2 sons, Reverend Philip A. Skip Dunford of Kentucky, Timothy C. Dunford of Louisiana, a daughter Catherine Kate Dunford of Raleigh. Survived also by 6 grandchildren, 9 great-grandchildren. Served in the U.S. Marine Corps. Master of Divinity degree from Columbia Theological Seminary, 1953. Later received a Doctor of Ministry from San Francisco Theological Seminary in 1976. Served congregations in Georgia, Colorado, and in Forest City. Celebration of Life Memorial Service, 11 o'clock, August the 27th at Columbus Presbyterian Church, Columbus, North Carolina. For Reverend Dr. Phil W. Mumford. That's the obituaries that we have at this time, brought to you by Crow's Mortuary Crematory Service.
You know, there is a lot of misleading information about Medicaid eligibility. The Arledge Law Firm would like for you to know the truth. For instance, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your home. That's not true. Another one is, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. Again, not true. And this big one, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. Not true, not true, not true. Call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm and get free consultation and learn the truth. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify for nursing home care and not lose everything you own. It's worth a call to Arledge Law Firm at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherfordton.
Going to the Sheriff's Department and Officer King. How are you this morning, sir?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. What do you have for us?
In the past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Department responded to 139 calls for service. There were 13 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 182 people incarcerated. On our incident reports, a Bobby Rollins reported a breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. That occurred on Highway 64 in Rutherfordton. Saw this morning for the incident reports. On our arrest reports, Julia Libertucci from North Patterson Avenue in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, was served with 4 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $1,000 secured bond. A Pablo Gonza from Crowderry Road in Rutherfordton was served with 2 counts of habitual felon and also served with 2 child support warrants. Received a $20,000 unsecured bond. Austin Hoppus from Ivan Trail in Bostic was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Renee Benjamin from Powerline Street in Forest City was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Tara Hunsicker from Hudlow Road in Union Mills was served with a failure to appear on a felony and also a failure to appear on a misdemeanor, received a $2,500 secured bond. A Spencer Simpson from Abrams and Moore Road in Rutherfordton was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor and received a $1,500 secured bond. That's all we have for this morning.
Okay, we appreciate it. You have a safe weekend.
I appreciate it. You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Hey folks, Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply is an amazing store. I can say that because they have what you need. From pet supplies to fire and ant killer to horse quality Timothy alfalfa hay, $14 per bale. Attention carp fishermen, they have C&J flavoring, only $8 per bottle. And they have oats for sale. Refill your propane tanks at the lowest price. Fully stocked with all your deer supplies and a great selection of farm implements. Need mulch? $12 per scoop. We could call it a superstore. Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply, 188 Whiteside Road in Rutherfordton.
Going to the Communications Center. And Jessica, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What do you have for us?
In the past 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 453 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 43 EMS calls, 139 for Sheriff's Office, 57 for Forest City, 5 for Lake Lure, 28 for Rutherfordton, 28 for Spindale. Fire calls, Cliffside respond to 2 motor vehicle accidents, Lake Lure respond to a motor vehicle accident, and Sandy Mush a motor vehicle accident. And that's all we've got today.
All right, we appreciate it. You have a safe weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Cheryl, have you been to the Homeworks Design Center inside Henson Building Materials in Forest City?
Oh, yes. Shana, David, and William are incredible at designing kitchen and bath cabinetry for my new she shed.
Your what?
And they have a full line of windows and doors on display in their 5,000 square foot showroom. And they'll install any ones you pick out for me.
Oh, you're too good to me.
I know. With selling and installing, it's basically one-stop shopping.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Heading up the hills now, Gary Wilson. How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. How you this morning?
Oh, I'm staying warm.
Get any rain on you yesterday?
No, we got some clouds and kind of rumble of thunder, and I thought something was going to happen, but it just never materialized where I was.
A couple of showers come through yesterday afternoon, late, but there was kind of hit and miss stuff. You could be around one curve and get wet, and the next curve of sun shining. So it's just depending on where you're at, and they come through there.
Yeah, kind of scattered.
Showers.
Yeah.
We're lighting the thunder with them, but isn't that what we'd had a couple of days before that? So that was a good thing. And we had one fire call in the last 24 hours here for us, and sitting on about 68 degrees this morning up here. Got one announcement coming up this Tuesday at the Bells Creek Clubhouse. I believe that starts at 6 o'clock. They're having a meet and greet. They remodeled the clubhouse and got it all spruced up and ready for reunions and family get-togethers and dinners and everything else again. So they want the public to come out and take a look at it and see what they got. And they'll have some drinks and cake there for people coming in, and just stop in and take a look around. See what.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah.
And that's about all we got up here this morning. Everything else going on pretty good.
All right, we appreciate it, sir. You have a safe weekend.
All right, you take care.
Bye-bye. Something coming up this morning, later on, Spindale Fire Department's going to be having a car wash at the Spindale Town Hall from 9 until 11. Also, they're going to be collecting school supplies to benefit Spindale Elementary and Carver Center. And that's going to be this morning between 9 and 11 at the Spindale Town Hall, sponsored by the Spindale Police Department.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there.
Hi, I'm Kristen Chenoweth. When many servicemen and women return home, they carry with them the invisible wounds of war. But thanks to the life-saving power of the human-animal bond, professionally trained service dogs can help. If you're a veteran or know a veteran struggling with post-traumatic stress or traumatic brain injury, please go to AmericanHumane.org to learn about their Pups for Patriots program, which provides specially trained service dogs free of charge to veterans in need. Let's help our veterans heal from the invisible wounds of war.
Heading to Bostic now, DeVern Upton. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm hanging in there as best I can. Yeah, doing great.
Well, good. Good. Well, over here in Bostic this morning we have a temperature of 69 degrees. Fire department had no calls. They are going to be meeting this morning doing some training at the fire department. Stop in at Whistle Stop Bakery and check Ruthie's items out. She has some very delicious bakery items. Bostic Florist, get your flower arrangements there on Main Street. Her candles and pillars will be 20% off the month of August. And hope everyone has a wonderful weekend and a safe one.
Okay, same to you, ma'am. Take care now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Getting a flu shot helps us stay healthy, so we don't miss out on what matters. Like that family movie night your daughter can't live without. Yeah, can't do that. Every year, millions of people in the U.S. get the flu. Especially now, no one has time to miss out on moments that matter. So get your flu shot. Find out more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
Heading to Sunshine, Cherry Mountain, and Sue Price. How you doing, ma'am?
Good morning, Tom. I'm doing good. Hope you are.
I am, thank you. What do you have
Another
for us?
beautiful morning over here.
Yeah, turning out nice.
Yeah, we had another thunderstorm come by late yesterday evening and got more rain, so
yeah,
it's getting pretty regular lately.
Yeah, they pop up out of nowhere, it just seems like. Yeah, some people get them. I was talking to Gary. I didn't get anything yesterday. It clouded up. I thought we kind of thundered and everything. I thought we was going to get something, but never materialized where I was anyway.
Yeah, it's just here and there, so. But anyway, we're always glad to get the rain. Now, let's see, I didn't have any calls from the fire department. I don't have any birthdays or anniversaries on my church calendar. On my personal calendar today, I've got Greg Randall, and tomorrow, Michael Bumgarner and Marty Campbell. And Fairview doesn't have anything today or tomorrow, and I still don't have First Sprout's calendar, so I don't have very many celebrating. But we have anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary. We'll have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And so far, I don't have any announcements, haven't had anything come in. It's just quiet and calm move this way, looking for a good day and a good weekend, and I hope you'll have one, Tom.
Well, same to you, ma'am. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, there are a million reasons to share love. My buddy Caleb is one of them. This is his story.
Hi, I'm Caleb. I was born with spinal bone disease. I have broken my bones almost 200 times, and I have had 11 surgeries, but I didn't let that stop me.
There are a million reasons to share love, but you only need one. To learn how you can share love, visit loveshriners.org.
At the union mills now, Brenda Kelly, say you have been better, huh?
Yeah, I've been a lot better.
Well, bless your heart.
Yeah, but this too will pass. It'll
Okay,
pass.
all right.
So that's the main thing. I just get plenty of rest and drink plenty of liquids, I reckon.
That's it.
Take an aspirin, ain't that what the doctor says?
That's what they say, and they charge you $80 to tell you that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Or better.
That's exactly right, probably more. Except I can't take aspirin, so I have to take a Tylenol or something.
Okay,
But that's all right.
yeah.
But we hope everybody's having a super Saturday morning. I've got 64 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays, anniversaries today or tomorrow. But in ways of announcements, Saturday and Sunday, August the 13th and 14th, ASI Alumni Reunion at the Union Mills Learning Center. The Learning Center was formerly Alexander School. Saturday is a time to meet and catch up with friends. Annual meeting in the afternoon. Sub sandwiches and homemade ice cream will be sold on Saturday. And then Sunday worship will be held in the auditorium at 11 a.m. with Reverend Johnny Cope will speak. Lunch will be available in the downstairs dining room at noon. Prepared by the Union Mills Learning Center, this is $10 per person. Then the Gilkey School Community Center will have a buffet breakfast August the 13th, starting at 7 a.m. and going to 10 a.m. Adults, $8. Kids, 6 to 12, $3. Kids 5 and under, free. And money goes to help support the community center. Then we got a gospel singing and cookout, Macedonia Baptist Church. This is at 1372 Macedonia Church Loop, Nebo, North Carolina, 28761. This is off of Vane Mountain Road. This will be August the 13th from 1 p.m. until, featuring Middle Cross and Pope County line. And then the Nanny Clan reunion, Sunday, August the 21st, 12:30 p.m., Rand Hill Baptist Church Fellowship Hall at 6585 Hudlow Road, Union Mills, NC, 28167. Rand Hill Baptist Church invites you to attend the worship service at 11 a.m. Covered dish luncheon will begin at 12:30 p.m. Plates and utensils provided. Business and history program will be presented after lunch at approximately 1:30 p.m. and there'll be discussing Shadrach Nanny and James Harvey Nanny. And so far, that's all I got going on.
Yeah, well, sounds like a bunch of stuff coming up.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff going on, so can't nobody say they're bored if they just get out and participate in some of the stuff.
That's it, exactly. Get to see your friends and neighbors that way, too.
That's exactly right, and some of them you get to have a good meal.
Yeah,
That's
right.
always good.
That's always good.
That's right. Well, I guess you better go check on Luke the Sweet Thing and see if everything's all right in Ellenburg and if he's behaving himself.
Well, I didn't see a mushroom cloud or anything from there, so I imagine it's still peaceful down that way.
Okay,
Hopefully
then.
so.
You have a good weekend, Tom.
You too, ma'am. Take care now.
The United States has the highest rate of incarceration in the world. At the Equal Justice Initiative, we believe mass incarceration has to end. There is this presumption of dangerousness and guilt that gets assigned to black and brown people. We have to confront our history of racial injustice and commit to a new era of truth. There's something better waiting for us, something that feels more like freedom. Truth can inspire change. Please learn more at eji.org.
I'm okay.
You're not okay.
It's normal to have diarrhea and stomach pains.
Sometimes, but not as often as
I've got this under control.
No, you don't.
It's time to let that voice inside your head be heard. Urgent diarrhea and chronic stomach pain can be signs of Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation can help you learn more and even find a specialist. Don't keep your symptoms to yourself. Get help at spillyourguts.org.
Okay, heading to that peaceful little hamlet of the county now, and good old sweet thing Luther Gilligan. How you doing, sir?
Hey, we're doing great there, having a good time.
Well, good. I know you got your coffee.
Oh, yeah. Coffee and biscuit and all that.
There you go. And a biscuit. Well, you're doing good.
Things are going good.
Yeah.
That's right. Had to put the phone on speaker where I can hold one hand, one the other. Better lay one down, take a bite of it, and talk.
Yeah.
But it's quiet there this morning, not a whole lot going on. The fire department had one medical call yesterday. Other than that, they were quiet. That's with them. So everything going good down here, Thomas. So you have a great day up there. We'll talk to you next time.
All right, sir. We'll do it. Take care now.
Right. Take care now.
All right, Luther Gilligan letting us know what's happening down in Ellenboro. Spindale Police Department having a car wash today between 9 and 11 at the Spindale Town Hall. Also, going to be collecting school supplies to benefit Spindale Elementary and Carver Center. That's today between 9 and 11 at Spindale Town Hall. Britain Presbyterian Church in Rutherfordton, 254th Homecoming, tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, lunch at noon, music provided by Simple Faith Trio. First Sunday night singing, Riverside Baptist Church, Hogan Road, Forest City,